Bienvenidos, mi gente. Today we're testing out an alternate fur farm. No, not the one in Nagrand. The one in Spires of ARAK around here. Pardon my add-ons blowing out a lot of that. But it's down here. It actually travels along this coast and then you come back up and around. Now, I did a quick run of this. I think I got pretty lucky with a couple of items that sell well. I think that item, that one right there, sells pretty well. Even on my server, actually currently it's selling pretty well, but it has a very low sell rate. A lot of the Draenor prices are a bit inflated, so I will say take the loot appraiser numbers with caution. What I'm really looking at here is the fur. I've been looking for, maybe an alternate fur. This one is not an AFK farm. You are going to have to be running around, so I highly recommend that you get the well-fed from Bear Tartar. Even in BFA, that's still going to be, something's better than nothing, right? So, I'm going to tell you, I would save this up here so that way you guys could see it. But I'm going to go into detail on how I discovered this farm, and we'll do a quick run through so that way you guys can see it. And we'll go from there. So, I found out this farm because I was trying to find a nice little passive AFK farm. So I plopped my little, totem here, aggroed all of these guys. And as per usual, there's not an instant respawn. However, if we wait here for a minute, you'll actually see that this elite will respawn in under a minute. I think I did that about 45 seconds, but he respawns pretty quickly. So it's kind of if anything I found, but not really because it takes so long. It takes so long for it to come back up. That's really not entirely worth. But it is under a minute, so I thought it was worth mentioning that this one specifically will respawn in under a minute. You should see it come out here just momentarily. As long as it's here. Come on. There it is, right there. See, right at a minute. So we'll call it a 60-second. And that's all in well, but it's not good. It's not a very good, we could say, AFK farm. However, I've only done this route maybe 3 times, and I already have over 400 fur. So it got me thinking, these mobs drop gold and fur and have a chance at some items that you could theoretically sell on the auction house. Some, slow-moving transmogs. So, with that being said, I'm going to wait for these guys to respawn. I'm going to eat some Bear Tartar, and I'm going to show you the path that I take. Now, as a pre-juncture to that, if you have Draenor flying, then you can probably skip the back half after I've cleared out all the mobs. Because I don't have Draenor flying. And since I don't have Draenor flying, I have to walk all the way back around to meet back to point A. And there's a couple of mobs that you can kill for some extra fur on the way, some panthers and some boars that you can meet, getting back to this point. However, if you have flying, it's just better for you to, once you hit the end, pick up, fly back to here, and then reset. That's the quickest way of doing this farm. But anyways, I'll meet you guys back here whenever all those mobs respawn. Are we there? Oh, look, they all spawned. Alright, great. Sweet. Okay, so, for this second half of this video, make sure you eat your Bear Tartar. It's a little bit faster. I still have my buff, but you can probably guess if you cut from time to time how long it took, because that was 30 minutes. But we are well fed. And I'll show you my path. Alright? First thing I like to do is gather these guys up. Before we do that, let's go to Loot Appraiser and let's restart. So, I gather all of them up. Drop in. Get them all dead. Look at that. Got a good item out of that. From there, go down. Loot. Thank you. I use monk abilities. Come over to here to the dead thing that they're farming. Grab these guys. Got you. Got you. I love just walking onto things. No. It's gonna be a slow run. Of course I'd fail when I'm actually recording. That's how life goes, right? Oh, you actually need to do something? Oh, you're gonna do it as imperfectly as possible. Oh, great. Now you got me slowed. Really? Jeez. Now we started again with 402 fur. That is what we really are looking at here. The fur ratio. Come on. See how much fur we can get through this. The items are just kind of like a bonus. Did I get those guys? Yes, I got those guys. What we really want here is the fur, and see if the fur is worth. Now that guy on the rock, he's annoying because you have to actually jump onto the rock because he evades, because he won't come off of his rock. That is his rock. He's like, you, I'm not coming off of this rock. Go over here. There we go. Get that. Come up into here in this corner. Get this guy. Get these 3 people. Don't forget Sleeping Tiger over here. Some of these you actually have to, you know, do a couple of hits because they're like quest mobs and whatnot, but nothing too big. Nothing too hard to knock out. Get you. I've noticed that a lot of these drop, you know, anywhere from, you know, 1 to 3 fur, which I like. Sometimes they don't drop any, but for the most part, they actually drop pretty good fur. See a large cluster of them. I like doing this. Come on. I will do that. 6 fur. We'll take it. And again, you're just going down this coast and getting these guys. The thing I like about these guys, even more so than the Clefthoof one, is that these are actual humanoids, but they're also tigers. So they drop fur.
It is locked.
And what do you mean it's locked? And they drop money. It's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And they drop items. So, but again, remember, Warlords of Draenor stuff tends to be a little bit overpriced when it comes to their value. So take it with, you know, take it for what it is on Loot Appraiser. A lot of those items, they sell for really well. In reality, they sell for significantly less on my server, but I've had a couple of them sell really well.
I need a target.
There we go. Kill the alpha. He drops fur sometimes. He didn't drop fur that time though. And you come up through here. So this is where we're at the end point. Because see, here is where we're actually headed back to the road. Did that cover all of those guys? That loot. Yes. And we come back to the road up here. Kill these guys. Grab their fur. Get that guy.
I need to target something
Really?
first.
You're gonna root me? Make me waste. And then we start cutting through here. So these are the tigers that you actually want to kill. They drop fur as well. Though I noticed that these don't drop as much fur as the mobs that we were farming earlier. I was getting a bunch of mangy meat from them earlier.
I need to be closer.
But keep going, follow the road. Could have got that one, but meh. It's all about speed. It's all about speed. There we go. Grab him. We're gonna jump down here. Because I made a wrong turn. Nobody can see that, right? Great. And you can optimize this route however you want to optimize it. Just remember that as you get close to up here, it's actually in a crevice here. That may be it. Am I looking at the map? Yeah. I think this next crevice over here. is the one that you want to go down, because you go too far, you end up in the Alliance base, and as a Horde character, that's not good. These boars also tend to drop fur, but very rarely. And then you turn here, and you're right back into the Pride Lands. And look, boom. So I'm going to stop the clock. That was 5 minutes, 57 seconds. Said I made about 11,522 gold per hour. But more crucially, let's look at the silk. We're at 92. So that was 90, not silk, fur. That was 90 fur for 5 minutes. Let's do some math, because I'm horrible at it. 90 times 5 times 60 by 10, 12 times. Yes, it's 10 numbers. So 12 times 90, 12 times 100, 100. On a lucky day, 100 per 5 minutes, or for 6 minutes. So, just 10 minutes. So 10, 6 minutes, 100 per, looking at 600. 1,000 per hour farmed. Is it as good as the Nagrand fur farm? No. Because over there, I get maybe a little bit closer to 1,000 per hour. Is it uncrowded? Yes. Do items drop? Yes. Items to which you can sell. I mean, look, this item, it says its value 7,000, but it still says it sells for about 1,000 on my server. You know, that one's 500, that one's 11,000, that one's 9,000. Got one for 1,000, 6,000 on my server. That sells for 400. So all of these are actually items that I will attempt to post and try to see if I can't sell. So again, take it for what you will. Take the farm for what you will. You know, this is why we do these tests. Not too sure if it's worth, but definitely come check it out if you want. If you can maybe register faster times, you can maybe make this farm even more worthwhile for your time. But that'll be it for now. I'm not going to do a whole hour of this farm, because from my last video, that took a while to do. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys the numbers. And as we say, hasta mañana. Like and subscribe, please.